What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to another Old School Wednesday review. Today, we're journeying to the Adventure Amazon sub-theme and taking a look at one of the best sets that came out of the Adventure, any of the Adventure sets. This is one that I've wanted for years, so I'm really happy to finally own it and be able to review it for you guys. It's the River Expedition, that's set 5976. It had 318 pieces, 7 minifigs, retailed for $50 US, and it came out in 1999. Now nowadays, this set's going for 281 new or 132 used, so it's obviously appreciated a lot, and there's reasons. I'm gonna say right now, I love this set, but we're gonna get into exactly why I think it's so good. There might be a bit of nostalgia in it as well, but it's just all in all is a pretty good set. But enough talk. Let's get right into it. And the first build that we'll take a look at is this awesome looking steamboat. And it's not a tiny build, like it's just as big as the island. What I liked about this set is it basically has two main builds. And yeah, we'll just give you guys a 360 view of the boat. I really like this one. Like it looks so cool. It gives you that adventure type feel. You know, they're exploring the Amazon. They're trying to find treasure. What's funny too is the captain of this boat, he's not on either side. He basically works for the good guys and the bad guys, which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, let's now break it down area by area. And the first area that I want to take a look at is actually the bridge of the ship. And what's nice about it is you can actually very easily just take it off. So it kind of works like a modular in that respect. To reveal the captain of the ship, the steam spout, and we also have basically where you can steer the ship. There's actually a printed piece which they use a lot in the adventure theme, so it kind of shows the temperature, maybe the speed, the direction they're going. Might be a compass on there as well, a couple tools. And it has a green and red light because, you know, it makes sense. It is a ship. Getting back into the main ship though, so I really like this little area on the bottom of the bridge. Basically, maybe that's for air, or maybe that's a little, you know, area where they get water. It has a skeleton head along with a golden cup and a couple tools. The magnifying glass, which is used so often in the adventure theme, along with a little barrel that basically contains a bunch of different little items that the adventurers like to use. So we got a cutlass, a couple weapons, some other tools, and yeah, that pretty well does the ship. But all in all, I do quite like it. It just looks so good. Let's actually show you guys a little bit more of the smaller items that are included with it. Here's the first one. You get this awesome looking little map. If you guys are not familiar with the adventure theme, they like to include a lot of little specialized printed pieces, and that's one of the things I've always really liked about them. The other printed piece that they give you is in these awesome looking little 1920 type cameras. And we have Johnny Thunder in the flesh with the pyramids behind. The printing again was very difficult for them to get correct on these 1x2 plates back in the day, but you can still make out what that is. He also has the Aku's little medallion in his hand. It's just a little difficult to see, but still, all in all, I love these printed pieces. They're among my favorite. What would be interesting to do is check out whether the ship kind of floats. If you guys are interested in me kind of doing a series on that, let me know. I'm not sure if it would, but it would probably float better than most. I mean, there's not really any gaps. It's just those tiny gaps between the bricks, I guess, that we can't see but that are there. Anyways, that pretty well does the ship. Let's now take a look at the island. And here it is. So let's give you guys a 360 view of it. I just want to mention though, I love the fact that this looks like a monkey head. At this scale, this is my favorite island Lego's ever made. I mean, that just looks so awesome. But yeah, let's give you guys a 360 view. Aku always has the coolest little fortifications. Like if you, the Amazon ruins, or basically the Monkey Island, I just think are so great. This also has so many critters and little animals, which is also fantastic. Aku definitely likes his animals. Also has an awesome looking little palm tree. But yeah, that pretty well does the 360 view. Let's now break it down area by area. And the first section that I wanted to talk about was this awesome looking little skeleton thing. So you see it has these axes. Oh, it's harmless. I'm just going to grab that diamond. Well, if you try to do that, let's say you want to pull out the diamond. What happens is, bang. So let's actually just demonstrate that. Let's say you have the bad guy coming in to get the treasure and you're playing with this as a kid. Let's see if it actually knocks him over. And he wants to get that treasure. Well, let's pull it. And bang. So it actually works quite well. I really like that. It's just an awesome looking little play function. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was if you actually look at this mouth head on, this is what you'd see. Doesn't that give you Indiana Jones type vibes? I mean, I just think that's awesome. You see the little medallion, there's a spider, flames. It's very menacing is what I'm trying to say. And another thing I want to mention was all the animals that you get in this set. So the first thing you get is this awesome looking little parrot, which you'll often see in the pirate sets. You also get a scorpion. We'll just briefly go over all these little dudes, which is also quite a nice little creature. You get a red and black snake. Just gonna mention right now that they are identical. The only color they're missing basically is green, which I'm not sure if they actually had green snakes back in 1999. The creatures aren't done. You also get 2 spiders. I hate spiders, and they actually did a good job kind of representing what they should kind of look like in Lego form. They definitely are oversized. However, that's kind of the point. You'd want a big spider. And last but not least, you also get these awesome little monkeys. And I really wish that Lego would return to making them. I was really thinking that they would include them in the Barracuda Bay. They didn't, which was unfortunate because I think he really would have fit. But yeah, that pretty well does all the little animals. Let's now move to the back of the island. You also get this nice little area. It's kind of like a little dock, which they didn't have to put there, but they did. It's a little fireplace for when maybe the explorers or Aku want to cook something. Again, Aku is not on their side. He's actually kind of like protecting this island. And this is kind of his lair. Here again is where that medallion's located, which will actually, before we show that off, let me just actually give you guys a closer view. Surprisingly, the best way to show off this midsection is literally just to get in close to the mouth, like so. I just love the way that looks. It looks so awesome. But let's actually just show you guys that medallion a little bit better. Here it is up close. This is one of my favorite gold chrome pieces. I just think that looks so, so good. But that pretty well does the set. Let's now take a look at the minifigs. Here we have the first 3 minifigures that are included. So on the left, we got Max Villano. The first thing I want to mention that I loved about him is he's carrying 2 pistols. He means business. This guy doesn't mess around. I love the fact he has this scar on his face. And in the middle, we have Senor Polimar, who's kind of like the main villain in this basically sub-theme. And then we got Gaberos. He's basically the boat captain. Give you guys a 360 view of them. They don't have any back face printing. None of that. However, their face printing and their main torso printing makes up for it. I just absolutely love these guys. As you can see, he also is carrying a dynamite, Max Villano, so he doesn't mess around. He likes his weapons. I love Senor Polimar's kind of like torso. He has that suit and vest, very, very classy looking, although he is a bad guy. And then Gaberos, he has an interesting, very, captain type seaman torso. He obviously knows what he's doing. Anyways, those are the first 3 figs. Again, I really like them. great looking villains. Let's now take a look at the next two, which are Johnny Thunder and Dr. Charles Lightning. So I mean, they're pretty basic, especially Johnny Thunder. You get him with, I shouldn't say basic, but common. You get Johnny Thunder in so many different sets, just because he is the main hero of the theme. And then we got Dr. Charles Lightning, who is quite, yeah, he looks like a professor. I love his hat. One thing I wanted to mention is apparently if a set includes a red cup, it means that LEGO thinks that this is one of the best sets they ever made. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think that that's really cool. Obviously, LEGO realizes that this was a really good set as well. Again, no back face printing, back torso printing. But all in all, they get the job done. We don't really appreciate Johnny Thunder also all that much just because we get him in so many different sets, but I love the fact that he has a little pistol and he has a little scarf or bandana or something around his neck. All in all, decent looking figs. Let's now move on to the final two, which are a Aku and a skeleton. Aku is probably, he may be one of my favorite or my favorite adventure minifigs, just because look at him. He has leg printing, torso printing, awesome looking face printing. His headdress looks really cool as well. Let's actually just remove that to reveal his face. He's just an awesome looking fig. Putting it back on, let's show you the back of these figs. Now again, Aku doesn't have any back face printing, back torso printing, but he has this awesome looking little cape. He's just such a cool looking fig. And again, this skeleton too, just so you guys know, is my favorite type of skeleton. Reason being is because he has flimsy arms. I think that just works a lot better. Not that I don't like the skeletons nowadays, but I just like these authentic, old, original, I guess, skeletons that LEGO kind of made. All in all, absolutely love these figs, especially the Aku one. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, this set for $50 US, it has it all. It has everything you'd want in it. The boat is great. I love the fact that it has a little area where they're like researching stuff. The steamboat, like it's just really, really cool. I love that it gives you that 1920s, 1930s vibes. And then the island itself is really good. I mean, all the animals and creatures, the fact that the island looks like a monkey head as well is just great. This is a great set for playability. If you're a kid, this is a great set. If you're a collector and you want to have some cool display piece that has a little bit of everything, you get an old steamboat, you get an awesome, you know, jungly looking island. All in all, I really, really like this one. I'm really happy to finally own it as well. But let me know what you guys think about this one, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they can maybe improve on it. I just think that this is just a great set, and I really hope that LEGO one of these days returns to maybe having a set like this on shelves for $75 US, that you get a little boat, you get like this island, and it's kind of like adventure-y. Like, I really hope that LEGO eventually does stuff like this again, just because they're making good stuff nowadays, but they don't have this special type of feel that these sets gave you. But, you know, again, let me know if I'm overrating this one. I just really, really like it. But yeah, that's all I got for today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future old new sets that we do. Honestly, I love doing Old School Wednesdays. And yeah, if you like looking at older sets as well, definitely consider checking the channel out. But that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.